Hello, dear learners. We are already done with the first week of the school year, and I hope that you have already understood the meaning, the process, the nature, and the functions of communication. So for today, we will be learning about the different models of communication. So when we talk about communication models class, they represent how the different elements interact with each other during the process of communication. We have to remember that when we talk about these models, they are being classified according to the presence of the different elements involved during the process of communication. So the first classification of communication model is the linear model. So when we talk about linear model class, these models are usually done in a linear motion. Okay, it is also called one-way process of communication or transmission model. They lack the presence of response, feedback, or reply. The first linear model of communication is the Aristotle model, in which the elements presented are the speaker, the speech, the audience, and the effect. Okay? Remember that when we talk about Aristotle model, it is a simple and straightforward model of communication. And remember, there is no feedback. It is just one-way process, okay? Once the speaker provides message through his speech, the audience will listen, and then the audience may be passively influenced with the message or not. Some examples of which are the speeches, the seminars, and the lectures. Specifically, when I am giving you a lecture through online, you are the listener. And our message, or my message rather, is all about the models of communication. So, upon listening to my lecture, you may be affected or not. So, that is an example of Aristotle model of communication. Aside from that, when we are listening to the speeches of presidential candidates, right? When we try to listen to them through their speeches, we as the audience, we just listen. Okay? We do not provide feedback. We do not provide our response. So that is what we call Aristotle model of communication. The second linear communication model is the Laswell. Okay, so Laswell communication model is proposed by Harold Laswell. He is an American sociologist and psychologist. So there are 5 elements presented in this model. First is the communicator, which is the one who said the message. The second is the message, of course, what was said during the communication process. Then the medium, in which channel does the message is being transmitted. Okay? And then, of course, we have the receiver, to whom thus the message is intended to, and of course the last element is the effect. With what effect? Okay, so what will be the effect of the message to the receiver? Okay, most of the advertisement and marketing communication exemplify Laswell's communication model. For example, salesman is the communicator. He provides information about the product. Okay, so that will be the message already. The different information, the characteristics of the product, that is the message. Then the medium probably is the television. When we try to watch the advertisement through the television, then the television is our medium. Okay, receiver, we are the audience. Therefore, we receive the information about the product. And then the effect. Okay, basing from the different ideas that are being presented about the product, are we convinced to buy that product? Okay, so that is what we call the Laswell communication model. Apart from marketing and advertisement class, of course, we may use television, okay? When we try to watch interviews from the television, recently we watched the interview of Tony Gonzaga with the presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos. Okay, so Bongbong Marcos provided some information about himself. So he is the communicator, and then the message, of course, are his background. Okay, and then medium is the television, the receiver is we are the audience. Okay, so therefore we are the receiver. And then what is the effect? Basing from the given qualification, the given background, are we convinced to vote for Bongbong Marcos? Okay, so that is what we call Laswell communication model. The third linear model of communication is the Shannon and Weaver's model of communication. The proponents of this model are Claude Shannon and Warren Weaver, right? So there are many elements presented in this model. They are the information source, okay, or the sender of the message. We have the transmitter, the channel, the receiver, and the destination. So information source and destination are both humans. Transmitter and receiver probably are the instrument to transmit the message, and of course the channel. What is the medium to transmit and receive the given message? So one basic example is the Google Meet. Okay, so the teacher is having the class discussion through Google Meet rather. Okay, so the teacher is the information source. Transmitter is my laptop because I am using my laptop during the Google Meet. Then of course, the signal is probably the Wi-Fi signal I am using. Okay, so that is the channel already. And then of course, the receiver, your cell phones already, or your laptop also, wherein you are watching our Google Meet. And of course, the destination is, of course, you, because you are the one listening to my lecture through the Google Meet. So one definite characteristic of this model is the presence of noise. Okay, so during the Google Meet, what will be the noise? Probably noise can be the physical noise. Okay, when the environment is being noisy, then of course you will be distracted in listening to our lecture through the Google Meet. So apart from that physical noise, the weak connection, okay, Wi-Fi connection. So when there is weak Wi-Fi connection, probably my lecture is being choppy and it will not be clear. So therefore, you will not totally understand it. Okay, so that is what we call the Shannon and Weaver model communication. The second classification of communication model is the interactive model, wherein it is described as a dynamic exchange of ideas. Unlike for linear communication model, which is one-way process, when we talk about interactive model, it is a two-way process of communication. One specific model under interactive model is the Scrum model of communication. This model was proposed by Osgood Scrum. Okay, so in this model, there is already a presence of feedback or reply. Unlike the linear model of communication, which is one-way process of communication, for Scrum model of communication class, it's a two-way process of communication because there is already a response or reply coming from the receiver. So for example, I am giving a lecture about communication, and then of course you listen to it. After listening to it, you will also provide your reaction or feedback. And then after giving your feedback or reaction, you will provide also additional information or additional sharing about the lesson. Then I will be the listener already. So I will become the listener already. So in this model of communication, we take turns in becoming the encoder and decoder, depending upon the situation. So aside from the class interaction in the group chat, when you are having a chit chat with your friends, so you and I can become decoder, and at the same time, in some other point of the conversation, you will also become the listener or the encoder. Okay? Do you get my point? So apart from that, one example would be, or another example would be, is you are having a dialogue with your parent. So at the first part of the communication, your parent is the encoder and you is the decoder or the receiver. But in some point in your conversation, you also provide information to your parent, and your parent will also become the listener. Okay, so that is what we call the Scrum model of communication. So the next model of communication is the transactional model of communication. This model was proposed by Dean Bardland. Okay, so the distinct characteristic of which is it is an ongoing and continuously changing process of communication. And this communication is actively being participated by persons who share ideas with one another. So in interactive model of communication, sender and receiver take turns, okay, in being a sender and of course a receiver. And when we talk about transactional model of communication, sender and receiver simultaneously, okay, communicate with one another at the same time. Okay? And we have to remember that there is also feedback and the presence of noise. Another distinct characteristic of this model is the presence of agreement and creation of meaning. Okay? To further exemplify this one class is the face-to-face interaction during class. Okay? So for example, the teacher is giving a lecture about process of communication. So the students, okay, the different students may give their knowledge about the lesson, okay. One classmate will give an idea, another classmate will give another idea, okay. So you have to consider that this student, okay, these students, including the teachers, are having different backgrounds, okay. But after sharing ideas with one another, they will come up with the same meaning about the lesson, okay. So after giving many reactions and feedback, the understanding of the teacher, including the students, is the same, or it will, the same, okay. They will create the same meaning. So that is what we call transactional model. At the end of the communication, there is a transaction, or there is an agreement, or there is a mutual understanding between the persons involved in the communication process. Okay? So that's the difference. Comparing to the interactive model, the sender and receiver just interact with each other. Okay? Without arriving probably at the same meaning. But for transactional model, there is interaction, okay, regardless of the different backgrounds of the people involved in the communication process, okay, there is an agreement after the communication process, okay. So that's all for today, class. So to sum it up, with the different models of communication, we have the Aristotle model of communication, we have the Lasswell communication, we also have the Shannon and Weaver communication, we also have the Scrum model of communication, and lastly, the transactional model of communication. If you happen to have some questions about this model, you may jot down in our group chat. Happy learning!